Hey gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, and we've got the latest victim of one of the fundamental laws of the universe. Get woke, go broke, and boy, did they go broke. At midnight of January 25th, AT&T's DirecTV cut the signal for the conservative cable news network Newsmax, immediately shutting the network off from more than 13 million customers of the satellite service. The stated reason given for the cancellation was an impasse between DirecTV and Newsmax regarding licensing fees that DirecTV would pay Newsmax for airing their program in their streaming services. So multi-channel video programming distributors like DirecTV pay licensing fees to the various channels that they feature. And according to DirecTV, Newsmax, they were asking too much money, and they decided that they didn't want to pay those fees. The problem with that excuse is that it's being reported that DirecTV does continue to pay the fees to a number of left-wing liberal news networks that are getting far lower ratings than Newsmax. And according to Newsmax, these leftist news networks have even higher fees. So a lot of people are smelling a rat here. Even before services were cut, House Republicans weren't buying the excuse and urged DirecTV to reconsider dropping the conservative cable network. A letter was sent to DirecTV and its owner, AT&T, co-signed by 40 Republican lawmakers, threatening hearings if the satellite company went ahead with the cancellation. Well, as of the 25th of January, they did just that, which made Newsmax actually the second conservative channel DirecTV deplatformed. In January of last year, they announced in a very controversial move that they were dropping One America News Network from their channel offerings. So many are seeing Newsmax as but the latest in what appears to be a deliberate, targeted purge of conservative channels. Well, that didn't sit well with conservatives. Needless to say, a huge boycott of both DirecTV and the parent company AT&T was launched. And according to Newsmax, ironically, since the cancellation, AT&T has fallen in terms of stock price by 7%, wiping out $10 billion in their market value. Now, this is during a time when the S&P actually rose by about a percentage point between January 25th and February 10th, and the Dow Jones declined by just around 1.8% during that same time period. So that was a significant downturn for AT&T. And Newsmax is obviously claiming victory here, as is one of their biggest fans. President Trump noticed the stock devaluation. He took to Truth Social and wrote, quote, AT&T must reinstate Newsmax immediately and OAN while they're at it, because it's only going to get worse for AT&T as people flock to leave both their stock and their platform. Welcome to the era of Trump. So what's he talking about there? What is this Trump era in terms of AT&T losing so much market value? Well, it's the same era that's absolutely crushing Disney. You may have heard Disney has lost upwards of $120 billion as a direct result of their pushing woke politics over the course of the last couple of years. Their stock value was cut in half since trying to do battle with Ron DeSantis in Florida. DeSantis wiped the mat with Disney, and this new era explains precisely why. And it's one that promises to change the nation like never before. And you know who's one of the biggest players in this dawning patriot era, don't you? It's the one and only Mike Lindell. And you can support Mike by clicking on that link below and treating yourself and a loved one to a warm, soft, comfortable MyPillow product. And gang, Mike has just rolled out his MyPillow 2.0, his newest version of the iconic MyPillow, now with a new fabric temperature regulating technology that keeps you comfortable all throughout the night. I absolutely love it. And you get the same amazing savings as always if you use my promo code Turley. So a classic MyPillow is normally $69.98, but if you use promo code Turley, you'll get that same classic MyPillow for just $19.98, and that applies to over 200 products in their catalog. So don't wait, click on that link below. Give the gift of warmth and comfort to yourself and your loved ones. Support one of America's most amazing patriots and get the best savings ever using promo code Turley. Click on that link below right now. The new Trump era is one defined by what scholars call consumer politics. Now, consumer politics involves customers intentionally buying from companies that promote and support their political and cultural values, all the while refusing to purchase from those companies that actively oppose and offend those political and cultural values. And so consumer politics involves two dynamics: boycotts and boycotts. Boycotts are obviously the refusal to purchase from companies that offend our values, but boycotts are intentional purchases from companies that support and defend our political and cultural values. Now, I bring up consumer politics here precisely because consumer politics are at the heart of cancel culture. We've all seen this with our own eyes, how corporations so quickly and easily buckle under the pressure from far-left activists. Remember, we went through precisely this ourselves with the premiere of our movie, The Return of the American Patriot. We had two cowardly venues cancel on us out of pressure from a bunch of woke leftist agitators. The fuel that drives cancel culture is consumer politics, particularly the boycott side, an extreme boycott side of things. But the boycott side of things is initiating a whole new economy known as the parallel economy, an economy built on consumers who no longer want anything to do with woke cancel culture. So scholars are in wide agreement that the parallel economy that's rising comes straight out of cancel culture, particularly in the banning of President Trump from Twitter and Facebook back in 2021, along with the banning of Parler from AWS and the Apple App Store and Google Play Store, as well as the banning of prominent conservatives from Shopify and PayPal and the like. That was the collective catalyst for two things. First, a massive exodus of users away from traditional big tech. And second, a slew of investors pumping money into new tech like Rumble and Truth Social, with an entire parallel economy emerging around that. And so someone needed to inform AT&T that these two dynamics were going to guarantee they would lose money with what they did. The rise of a parallel economy that's being fueled by consumer politics that deliberately boycotts and boycotts in accordance with our economic and political values, which is the heart of cancel culture, which caused the rise of the parallel economy in the first place. So that's how it loops together, as it were. So unfortunately, AT&T looks like they, along with the Disney Corporation, are having to learn the hard way. And in an era of increasing consumer politics, it's better to make your peace with the growing patriot movement around the nation. Otherwise, you're going to feel their sting. It is, after all, the era of get woke, go broke. As always, make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. You'll definitely want to check out my latest video on Bill Maher insulting his own woke audience. You're not going to want to miss it, so make sure to click on the link, and I'll see you over there. God bless.